Hi, writers. One of the best parts of being a writer is getting to share your writing. It's all about having an audience, and writers have different kinds of audiences. They have their fellow writers, those who they get to share their ideas with and rehearse with, those who they give and receive feedback from. But writers have another audience, one they often have to imagine in their minds. Those are the people they ultimately want to read what they have written. Today, I want to remind you that writers consider their audience when they write and when they go to revise. They think about why they wrote about the topic, what they want their readers to know, and how they want their readers to feel. So let's explore this a little further. One way we can consider who our audience might be, what we want them to know and feel, is to go back and rehearse with somebody. You might try your learning coach or a friend, but you might also try rehearsing in the air, saying it out loud to yourself or jotting it down in your notebook. I'm going to try this now, and I'm going to use some prompts to help me think through my writing ideas. I want you to follow along with me and see how you might be able to use these same prompts. Some prompts to use for rehearsing with an audience in mind might include, I chose to write about, I chose this because, I think blank is or are a group who might also care about this because, I want my audience to know, and I want my audience to feel, do blank when they read my writing. Watch how I use these prompts to think through my own writing. My first prompt is, I chose to write about. One of the things that I wanted to include in my writing were true examples of bravery or kindness. So I thought back over my life and I remembered this incident I actually had with a student. We're going to call her Marisol for now, but she was being pressured to take off her hijab in school. And I chose this because I wanted to share a real story that other kids could relate to. I wanted my readers to know that there are all kinds of pressures in the world, and sticking to our beliefs and values can be really difficult. And that it also requires bravery and kindness to stick up for others. The next prompt to push my thinking is, I think blank is a group who might care about this because, let's see. So who would be a group who would care about this? Well, I kind of think students would care about hearing this story because I think everybody has either faced or seen examples of bullying or racism themselves. And I think that we've probably all faced a situation where we've had to decide if we should stand up for it or not. My last prompt, I want my audience to know. I think I want my audience to know that it can be really intimidating to stand up for yourself and your beliefs. And if I'm really thinking of students, I want students to know how important it is, how vital it is that they stand up for each other. I want them to know that it takes a lot of courage to stand up for others, but it's also important because it can make such a difference in somebody's life. All right, my final prompt. I want my audience to feel do blank when they read my writing. I want my audience to feel inspired and empowered when they read my writing. I want them to feel strong in their beliefs and to stand up and take action if they see someone being mistreated. So writers, did you see how I was pushing myself to keep thinking and talking through these prompts? I'm speaking from my heart by thinking about why this piece really matters for my target audience. So writers, now it's your turn to try this out for yourselves. You can use these prompts to help you think, but most importantly, try speaking from the heart as much as you possibly can. Try to push yourself to talk and do that by really thinking what's going to matter most to your target audience. As you keep writing and revising, picture your audience in your mind's eye. See them reading your writing and ask yourself, what do they need to know? How do I want them to feel and react? Enjoy your writing today. Bye.